70% of sentinel events can be attributed to miscommunication during handoff. Preoperative to intraoperative communication is pivotal to promoting patient safety during the first high-risk moment of a patient's care. The purpose of this educational video is to demonstrate the essential steps of a standardized handoff process and a perioperative surgical checklist. The perioperative surgical checklist was designed to incorporate essential features of the Joint Commission's Universal Protocol, the World Health Organization's Surgical Safety Checklist, Trinity Health Ann Arbor's SOC tool, and staff feedback. As you can see, there are 3 designated sections which are color-coded by role. Green represents the preoperative nurse, blue represents the anesthesia team member, and orange represents the entire perioperative team. This flowchart depicts the sequence of the preoperative to intraoperative handoff process and roles. In the following portions of the video, each part of the process will be described and highlighted in more detail. First, the preoperative nurse removes the patient surgical checklist from the patient's teal folder. Next, the preoperative nurse initiates the perioperative surgical checklist by filling out the designated information as necessary in the green section along with their EPIC pre-procedure chart. Then, the anesthesia team member continues the perioperative surgical checklist by filling out the information in the blue section as needed. Once the preoperative nurse completes the patient's pre-procedure charting in EPIC, the patient's status changes to ready. At this time, the circulator and the anesthesia team member recognize the patient's ready status and go to meet the patient in the preoperative holding area. Now at bedside, the circulator and the anesthesia team member notify the preoperative nurse of their readiness to complete the preoperative to intraoperative handoff process with the perioperative surgical checklist.
Good morning, Mr. Davis. My name is Sarah. I'm the circulating nurse that will be in the OR with you today.
Morning, Mr. Davis. My name is Reed. I'm going to be the CRNA in the OR with you today as well.
Hello. Nice to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you. Reed, are you all set?
All set.
Excellent. Then I'll call Sam, the preoperative nurse, and we'll get going on our preoperative check.
Perfect.
Once all 3 members of the perioperative team are present, the preoperative nurse checks off the surgical safety checklist. The anesthesia team member verifies the patient's ID wristband, and the circulator verifies the procedure, site, implants, and consents. Following completion of the surgical safety checklist, each party of the perioperative team signs their initials in the orange section.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name's Sam. I'm the preoperative nurse taking care of Mr. Davis this morning.
Morning, Sam.
Good morning.
Are we all set to do the preoperative to intraoperative checklist?
We're all set?
Yep. All right, let's get started.
All right, Mr. Davis, let's confirm your identity. Can you state your first and last name, please?
John Davis,
Excellent. Date of birth?
September 17, 1991.
All right. MRN is 903-649-810. Does that match the record?
That is correct. Tell us what procedure you're having done today.
They're doing a left shoulder arthroscopy.
Excellent. Did the surgeon mark the site?
They did.
Okay, we'll just take a look here. Great.
Looks good.
Any metal or implants?
No metal or implants.
Excellent.
All right, patient ID and procedure have been confirmed. Site's been marked. No metal or implants. H&P has been completed, and I sent the type and screen.
Great. Anesthesia procedure and blood consent is complete and accurate.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and initial, and we'll get you guys rolling.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Davis, we'll get you back to the OR now.
Before heading back to the OR, the anesthesia team member takes the perioperative surgical checklist for intraoperative use. Following the case, the anesthesia team member takes the perioperative surgical checklist to PACU and uses the tool for handoff to the PACU RN. Lastly, to complete the process, the PACU nurse will take the perioperative surgical checklist to the designated receptacle in PACU.